Welcome one and all, and Merry Christmas to you, and you, and you! Happy holidays, and so forth to everybody on this celebrated day. Welcome back to the Weekly Grind, where we will be playing an MMO that I am doing, or whatever. You know, I play an MMO I'm doing it on Fridays, yeah. Today is Christmas. Just so happens that Christmas falls on a Friday this year. So I thought, what better way to celebrate the Christmas than to do the Starlight celebration in Final Fantasy XIV. So here we are in Ul'dah. You can find the different helpers to start this quest. One is here, near the Sunsilk Tapestries, or this area right near the dancers in Ul'dah. The other one is in Old Gridania, right near the amphitheater. And the last one, excuse me, oh god, my voice, is right over by the Oft Castle. Right about here. So that's where you can find them. And we're going to talk to this guy. I believe this is the guy you have to talk to. Hello! Enjoying the festivities, are you? If you have any questions regarding the Starlight celebration, please don't hesitate to ask. Well, I guess this isn't the guy we're supposed to talk to, but let's ask about it anyway. The Starlight celebration can be traced back to ancient Ishgard. Long ago, a terrible battle claimed countless lives, leaving thousands of children orphaned in the harsh cold weather of Kurthus. Unable to bear their suffering, Ishgardian knights would offer these children board and lodging within the barracks. Of course, this was expressly forbidden, but the knights devised a plan to sneak them in, disguising the children in jackets of their scarlet uniforms. Owing to their generosity, the children survived the winter and lived to pay forward the kindness they had received. The former orphans would adorn themselves in scarlet uniforms, delivering gifts to children on the coldest weeks of the year. Thus, the Starlight celebration was born. Over the years, the celebration has undergone gradual changes. The snowy-bearded captain of the kind-hearted knights has become known as the Saint of Nymea, and children believe that he delivers their hopes and prayers directly to the goddess herself. Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay. I'm recording this Christmas Day, and I just woke up. So my voice is all, and there's, it's deep. It's deep, baby. Similarly, his red-jacketed knights have become the saint's little helpers. They are particularly beloved by the younglings, for it is their role to bring gifts to every child who sends a prayer to the spinner. What's your task? My scarlet-clad colleagues and I have been charged by the Adventurers Guild with running the Starlight celebration. The festival spans the entire realm of Eorzea, and we have little helpers stationed in the cities of Gridania, Limsa, and Ul'dah. This year we aim to bring attention to a lesser-known aspect of the original story behind the celebration. Before the soldiers would depart their barracks to offer shelter to the younglings, they would always play a special melody on their signal bells. The sounds of the bells echoing through the frigid night air was said to bring radiant smiles to the faces of both orphans and hard-bitten veterans alike. Unfortunately, however, this particular tradition was not adopted into the celebration along with the Crimson Coats. It is our hope that by resurrecting such a heartwarming custom, the joy of the Starlight celebration will ring ever louder throughout the realm. Okay, so this is not the guy that we need to talk to. And in fact, I'm not entirely sure who we're supposed to talk to, because it's supposed to be right around here. And I don't see anybody. I'm gonna check shit. So I just teleported to Limsa to try and, yeah, that's what I thought. Try and see what was going on. I did not see this quest anywhere, but I imagine this is probably the one to start it, so just come here. Lovely to meet you. The name's Collis. I am a reporter for the Harbor Herald, Limsa premier gazette, And let me tell you, no one is as excited as I am that the season for the Starlight celebration has rolled around again. I don't know if you've heard, but my sources in the Adventurers Guild tell me that the Starlight Celebrant is planning an event that will resurrect a long-lost Starlight tradition. Doesn't that sound wonderful? I'd hoped to put together a special edition on the event, only it seems there's been some kind of problem, and all the little helpers I've tried to interview have given me the vaguest of responses. You're in good standing with the Adventurers Guild, aren't you? Fancy helping a reporter share the word of the happiest time of the year? I need you to speak with Beinfeld, which I'm probably saying that wrong. He's this year's celebrant, and convince him to respond to my questions with definitive answers. You'll find him at the Oft Castle, making preparations for the festivities. Please, adventurer, I'll be ever so grateful. Well, alright. And why shouldn't we help? Well, this is nice. Look at that. That's nice. I actually think this is better than Ul'dah. This looks way better. Ul'dah just doesn't have room for a whole lot of like decorations. This ain't going well. This ain't going well at all. Hey, read a word with me, do you? What you got? Hey, need you to help. Oh, I know the lass you speak of. Me bosses in the Adventurers Guild told me a Harbour Herald reporter'd be around, and that I had to answer all her questions. Seems she means to write up some special place on the Starlight celebration. I'd love to help her, I truly would. The event we're planning could use the publicity. But unless we sort out the bleeding snag we've hit, there might not be any kind of event to write about. Here, ye look like a capable lass. We could surely use another hand with the preparations, and there'd be a reward in it for you. Are you in? Well, of course. I will be the spirit of saving Christmas. I expect you already know the tale behind the festival, eh? Ishgardian soldiers lent their red jackets to we frozen orphans and all that. Well, there's another part to the story what don't get told as often. Before the soldiers would set off to round up the younglings, they would always play a special melody on their signal bells. The sound of them bells echoing through the frigid night air was said to bring the biggest bloody smiles to them orphans, and even a few hard-bitten veterans as well, I'd wager. It's a damn shame, then, that particular tradition weren't adopted into the celebration along with the Crimson Coats. Ever since the calamity made a bloody mess of Eorzea, we've been doing our best to put the place to rights. But the Garleans and the Beast tribes ain't making it easy for us, and the unending flow of refugees don't help matters neither. And when all grown-ups do is frown and grumble, creates an atmosphere of despair for the little ones. How often do you see the younglings truly smiling these days, hey? That's why the Adventurers Guild decided to do something special this year. It's time we resurrected an old custom to ring in the celebration and put some big bloody smiles back on folks' faces. The Temple Knights of Ishgard was only too happy to dig up their old signal bells from where they was rustling in some musty storehouse and then ship them here for the festival. No matter how much we cleaned and oiled the main bell though, we couldn't get the damn thing to ding, let alone dawn. The guild's coffers was all but emptied for this event, and the Admiral's gone and invited a bunch of high and mighty dignitaries to attend the opening ceremony. We can't afford to fail. This is a terrible voice. Excuse me. You'll see this through to the end there, won't you? Get that bell to ring, and I promise I'll talk that reporter's bloody ears off and any subject she cares to name. First, you'll need to head to Ul'dah, track down Hervey. He's the guild's top goldsmith. See how things is coming along with the bell's repairs. Well, alright, looks like we're on an adventure across Eorzea itself. Off to Ul'dah! Woo! Alright, we're here at the Adventurers Guild, where we're here to talk with Hervey. He's right outside the Adventurers Guild. Right over here, it seems. There he is. Look at this guy. You're Sarah Subasa. So is that supposed to impress me, or... Oh, you must be the last bind... How have you not heard of me? I'm actually kind of a big deal. Well, your timing couldn't be better. I just removed the bell's clapper, you see, and was surprised at how light it was. When I took a closer look, I realized that its middle had been eaten away by rust, which explains why no amount of adjusting or oiling could give the bell a satisfying clang. The problem is, I haven't the slightest idea of how to forge a new one. That's a job for a smithy. A smithy? Do you mean a smithy? Not a goldsmith. I suppose we'll just have to ask around and see what we can find. Do you know anyone who can craft an iron clapper? Get your hands on one and I'll tell Beinfeld to dig a bit deeper for your reward. Meanwhile, I'll try my luck with the local merchants. The iron clapper can be crafted by using blacksmith or purchased from the market boards. Oh no. We have to buy something on the market boards? Oh, this is gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Now, I hope that the community has been a little kind and left the what's it called? The iron clappers cheap. Because I need to do this. Iron clapper. There it is. Oh, okay. Hey, we did it. We did it! The community wasn't bad. Yay! Alright, let's return this to Herbie. Hervey. Hervey. Oh god. Don't get caught on stuff. You gotta move. We got things to do, stuff to see. None of my usual merchant contacts seem to deal in bell pots. I wonder if it's too late to commission a blacksmith. Hey dude. You're dumb. Check the market. You brought me a clapper? But where did you... never mind. Let's attach it to the signal bell right away. I got it from a wooden sign. Well, it certainly sounds like a bell now, doesn't it? It's just that this melody is rather, Could I be reading the music wrong? Who are you? You there, what was that song you were playing on that bell? Well, well, if it isn't one of the Saint's little helpers. I don't think so, she's wearing black. That was a tune we were taught by the Knights of Ishgard. We're attempting to reenact an old tradition for this year's Starlight celebration, you see. This was once a signal bell for an Ishgardian barracks, and we've only just restored it to working order. As you may have noticed, however, the melody isn't quite festive enough. Let me ask you a question, lad. What exactly are you ringing this bell for? Why, to make this year's Starlight celebration a resounding success, of course. The Adventurers Guild has spent a veritable fortune on festival preparations, and failure is simply unacceptable. I knew it. And what is the Starlight celebration supposed to be for, then, Is it for the prestige of the bloody Adventurers Guild? Or is it for the happiness of younglings all across Eorzea? That is to say... Now, I'm barely half an artisan myself, but even I can see that you've done a nice job restoring an old signal bell to its original state, but maybe you've let yourself get carried away by your desire to resurrect the past. Over the years, the Starlight celebration has grown into a festival with the sole purpose of bringing joy to children. Maybe this bell ringing and custom of yours needs some adjusting as well, to match the era into which it's been reborn. You're absolutely right. Somewhere along the way we lost sight of the true meaning of the celebration. The spectacle became more important than the happiness it was intended to create. But that ends right here. We'll turn this prideful mess into the joyous festival it was meant to be. Somehow. A little help, little helper? Ah, you silly oaf. Must I do all the thinking for you? All you need to do is take that tired old melody and add a little magic. Make of it a spell what enchants the ears and brings a smile to your youngling's face. Sarah, lend this dolt a hand, would you? I'd feel better knowing you were involved. Who are you? Who are you? And where's Eisenhower? add a little magic to the melody. I think I understand, but we'll need someone as can make it more festive without completely overshadowing the original tune. A bard? And I know just the man to do it. Kehernot's the composer for a famous orchestra, and they're in Gridania right now for the celebrations. Take the bell and the sheet music to him and see if he's willing to come up with a new arrangement for the song. I'll head back to Bindfeld, and we'll figure out how to include more younglings in the audience. Contacting all the orphanages in the realm and inviting them to Limsa for the performance should make for a good start. To hell's with the budget. Yeah! For the children! He killed younglings! I saw it! On the monitor! And here we are at Minketo's amphitheater, where Kehernot, or whatever you probably pronounce his name, is here. Yes, I am Kehernot. Yes, the Kehernot. The orchestra is not presently accepting applicants, so if you would kindly... Take this. I have a thing that needs help. You do help. We pay you money and renown. And you would have me arrange this into a less dreary melody? Very well. Anything for the children. I am afraid, however, that the signal bell is not a particularly versatile instrument. There's little even the great Kehernot can achieve with such a limited musical scale. Oh, then mayhap that bell is overdue for the gentle touch of innovation. Who are you? Dude! Wait, then that other woman. That was you. Yes! Ah, if it isn't the Saint of Nymea himself. I overheard your little dilemma, and it just so happens that I have some small skill with goldsmithing. If it is extra notes you need, then it is extra notes you shall have. Oh yeah, well don't do what you did the first time when you tried to smith something, and then it became something. It's hammer time! Crafting miracles is the Starlight way. A masterpiece to brighten your Starlight day. See how it shines, see how it glimmers, and if it doesn't produce the sweetest of sounds, then I shall eat my Starlight hat. It looks like you already did, you don't have one. The richness of the timber is inexplicable. Its ringing reverberations will enthrall both adults and younglings alike. It's an old bell, to be sure, but the restoration work was impeccable. The new clapper, that was your doing, wasn't it, Sarah? It certainly made my task far simpler than I anticipated. Well, I'm glad that this humble wandering pilgrim could be of service. Mayhap we shall meet again someday. Ho, ho, ho! I'm just gonna keep peeking the mic, because for some reason my mic keeps peeking, and I don't know why. I shall begin work on the new arrangements immediately. The saint's genius is called to my own. Oh! And it is done. Pray convey these masterpieces, both the reworked bell and my Starlight melody, to your colleagues in Limsa. Your audience shall be enchanted, I assure you. Yay! What are you doing? An acceptable result, but not enough flair for my taste. Time to dust off the link pearl and make some calls. Oh, Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. And here we are. Back at the... Wait. Oh. Well. Darn. He's on the lower decks.
Well, excuse me for not checking the map. This is my fault.
He's down here. Vanitas Unversed. Okay. And he's a Dark Knight. Okay. Alright, guys. Hey! Sarah! Hervé told me everything what... Hervé told me everything what happened, and I decided to do some extra shopping for the festival while I was waiting for you to get back. Hey, I restored your bell. There's Snow White, Jasmine, Belle. So this is the new and improved bell, and a newly arranged melody to boot. You've been more help than I deserved, all things considered. Why is he Australian? I skipped a thing, dang it. It's time we started thinking with our hearts and not our bleeding coin purses. We'll throw the best damn Starlight celebration these little ones have ever seen. Thanks to you, we got the bell and the song sorted out. Now we just need to do something about that boring old metal frame. That's actually what brought me here to the markets. I was looking to decorate the bell frame and make it a proper part of the festivities. But I'm afraid I've less sense for choosing decorations than a blind Sahagin. Oh god. Oh no. Oh my god. Well, I recognize most of you. I recognize you, Serendipity. I don't know who she is. Oh, he's the Weaver. Oh ho ho! Oh ho ho ho! Surely you jest, good sir. We are merely the saints' little helpers, wandering the land in search of good deeds to perform. It were the saint himself what set us on this task. Though, seems you could use a hand with some decorating, eh? Oh, leatherworking. Well, no wonder I haven't done leatherworking. Fortunately, we all have a certain amount of experience with such things. You just leave it to us. And then I know Serendipity. What in the seven hells just happened? You know, I sent Hervey off on a shopping errand on his own. You don't suppose them little helpers will track him down as well, will they? Let's go check on him, the poor unsuspecting bugger. Well, let's go do that. Where is he? Down this way? Sure. Oh man, look at that tree. Aw. This is very, Christmassy, and... Oh, he's in here. Jeez. I wonder how people who celebrate other holidays interpret this. Like, it's not... It's Christmas, but it's not really Christmas. It's more like they adapted Christmas and made it their own holiday. So, I mean, you know. I thought this would be a perfect place to pick up something exotic and interesting for the decoration. But there's not to be found. Sarah, what are you doing here? I've come to retrieve you so you don't make a mistake. I don't know. Leave it to an expert in procuring rare ingredients, lad. I've already spoken with the Arbor Master and secured a box of wonders from distant shores. Oh god, it's the rest of you. Guild Masters? Where? I see only little helpers. You'll not find much when your objective is so hazy. Narrow your focus and consider what is the client truly desires. It would be best if you entrust that bell to us, child. Fear not, we'll take care of everything. She's still wearing her slops underneath them. Am I dreaming, or was our final task just taken over by the master artisans of 3 different city-states? I've got to see this for myself. Quick, back to the off-castle. Well, yeah. I gotta see this as well. This is gonna be nuts. This is what this is gonna be. It's gonna be the best Christmas ever. The Oft Castle. Oh boy. Oh boy. I just can't wait. Uh-oh. By the gods, it's beautiful. It were amazing. A gang of little helpers came rushing in like the wind, and turned them bells up pretty afore I could even blink. I ain't ever seen nothing like it. That voice. I should have expected not less from the guildmaster, the saints' little helpers. I'll be sure to thank them all. What say ye, Sarah? Shall we ring in the celebration? Let's light up the face of every child from here to the harbour. Yeah, Final Fantasy theme. It's important to preserve the past, but it's the culture and customs that grow and thrive with the passage of time that are truly history's treasures. That's what sings to the people's hearts. Ho, ho, ho! I'm sure the Asgardians who began this tradition of giving would be pleased with the joy the Starlight celebration continues to bring. I'm smiling, if you can't tell, underneath the beard. I have to thank you again for all you done, Sarah. Well, you've helped us steer us back to the road we ought to have been walking in the first place. Speaking of which, that reporter from the Harbour Herald sends her thanks as well. I've promised her a full interview at her earliest convenience. Meanwhile, I've more younglings to delight with that enchanting melody. Mark me words, I'll have the whole bloody realm smiling afore this festival's done. Yay! Needs more bells. I hate this game so much, sometimes. This game. So... Oh, there they are. Equip reindeer antlers. What else did we get? We got reindeer gloves. And I think we got reindeer hooves. Yes, good. Good. Just what I wanted. The only problem is, I believe that to get the actual, like, reindeer outfit, you need to buy it from the optional item store. At least I think. Where's the... Is there no Starlight, like, acquirer or whatever they're called? Like, the assistant that lets you buy stuff? Because I don't know. I just want to check, man. I know there's one in Ul'dah. I'm gonna go check real quick. Oh, wait, no. Ah! There you are! Starlight Supplier, do you have anything? No, you don't. That's where I got the beard cap from. I'm definitely gonna buy the Sentinel for the house. Because I have a house. And then we got some ornaments that we can put up, which is nice. But yeah, that is the Starlight celebration. I hope you guys have a fantastic Christmas, a fantastic Hanukkah, a fantastic Kwanzaa, a fantastic Firstivus, and whatever other holiday you happen to be celebrating. And if you're not celebrating a holiday, then I just hope you have a good weekend. So, in the spirit of Christmas, thank you for watching today's video, and thank you for supporting me and the channel, and thank you for building this tiny, tiny little community that we have together, because the support that you guys have given me is the best present that I could ever ask for. Oh, the cheese! The cheese!